Now, this time of year, we've all got a lot of cooking to do, even me. And with so many meals to make and treats to make, we decided to reach out to some of our favorite chefs for their favorite tips to help us all cook like all-stars so we can all cook like Deb.
This is so funny. Oh, like me, that's not true. We've had so many amazing chefs here. That's very sweet of you to say. Now, butter is the backbone of many dishes, but sometimes butter, well, just wants to be the star. So Chef Bo McMillan has a great tip to jazz up our butter that we use to top off warm bread and rolls on the table.
Me.
Take a look.
Hey everybody, it's Chef Bo Mac here on Home and Family, and I'm gonna show you my little holiday kitchen tip. This is easy to do. It's a compound butter, and you start off with a pound of soft butter. We're gonna put this right into our mixing bowl, just like so. And what we're doing is we're adding a flavor component to it. I've got garlic here, just a little bit. I've also got some fresh chopped sage and some fresh parsley. These little compound butters are gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of energy over the holidays, and you can use them in multiple different ways. So now I'm zesting a little bit of the lemon rind or the zest into that little butter. And if you wanna take it up a little bit more, you can just have that lemon, just like so, and we'll give it a little squeeze to get that juice in. So now I've got this beautiful soft butter with some gorgeous fresh herbs. And what I love about these herbs, that sage, it just speaks autumnal. It speaks Christmas and Thanksgiving. And all we have to do is mix it. So we want to start off slow, just like so. And then we can move it a little higher. Easy as that. Scrape this out, just like so, onto some parchment paper. Perfect. You just want to lightly roll it. So you can do that by just kind of folding it over, making a little cylinder, and then rolling it like so. And then when you get it all rolled up, all you have to do is twist the ends up. You'll have a beautiful little cylinder-shaped compound butter, and you can pop this in your fridge or your freezer, and it's gonna really intensify. It's gonna last about 2 months in your freezer. I'd say about 3 to 4 weeks in your fridge. This butter has intensified in flavor, and you can use it for every ingredient you want.
Doesn't that look delicious?
Oh,
now, not only can you make a savory compound butter, I've done it on the show a few times as well, but you can also make sweet ones. All you do is you make sure the butter is room temperature, you add some brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, a little pinch of salt, you mix it together, you freeze it, and then when you're ready for it, you just take it out and make little slices. And I like to make this because, you know, every Sunday we do waffle or pancakes in my house.
Every Sunday, I know you do. You guys love it. It's the best.
And then I just slice a little piece and put it on top of my beautiful waffles or pancakes, and Alexandra
Especially when they're warm, right? When they're warm,
yeah.
it's all gonna melt down there. Oh my goodness, Deb, that's amazing. That's fantastic. Now, shifting gears here a little bit, there's so many recipes that use fresh herbs, right?
Yes.
And I'm not exactly a pro with a giant knife. I mean, I think I am, but really we should turn things over to Chef Brad Miller for a few tips on how to chop all that greenery. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Chef Brad Miller, and I have a really quick little tip about herbs for you. You're gonna be cutting a lot of herbs during this holiday season, and I wanna tell you the difference between like kind of a soft herb and more of like a woodsy hard herb. Like for instance, rosemary is gonna be kind of those woodsy herbs. You don't wanna use the middle, you don't wanna use that stem. And also with thyme, you don't wanna use that stem. There's kind of a little trick to getting all these little tiny buds off there, all these little herbs. You just take it and you wanna go down to the root, from the tip to the root. Just give it a little peel, and there's all those little thyme leaves right there. Same with your rosemary. Go from the tip and then just pull down. Just pull right down. It's all gonna come off. You're gonna leave that woodsy stem. That's something you don't want in there. And with parsley, you don't really wanna use the stems. This is a quick little secondary tip to the herbs, is you wanna give these herbs a little shave. This is a quick way to get all the parsley off if you have a really sharp knife, and there you go. That's really quick. And then when you're cutting all your herbs together, kind of bunch them all up, make like a little pile, and then just shave. Almost like you're giving it a little bit of a haircut. Just give it a little shave, and this is how you get that delicious, fresh, without bruising the herbs, texture for your dishes, for stuffings. This can be, you know, to throw on your roast turkey, ham, prime rib. This works for anything. Give it a little twist and back to the cut. And there is how you get beautifully cut, shaved, and delicious herbs.
Isn't that so helpful?
I love that.
It really is. And so when I'm cutting herbs, typically I don't exactly know how much to do, and I have leftover, okay? So here's a great tip for everybody. What I've done here, my leftover herbs, I put into an ice cube tray, just like this, just along the bottom here, and then I've got a carafe of my olive oil.
And I know you love olive oil.
Oh my goodness, I do. So the idea is, you just start pouring it in there, you know, you take your time and you fill it up like that, and then you put it in the freezer, and that way it's gonna keep all the herbs nice and fresh, and you just pop it into a pan or you take them out whenever you need them.
How
just
great
like
is
that.
that?
You got your olive oil and your herbs all ready to go whenever you
Oh my
need
goodness, look at that.
There you
Waste
go,
not,
Deb.
want not. That is perfect, and it keeps your herbs fresh. I love
Exactly.
that. All right, now time for dessert. Chef Ellie Krieger has a great suggestion for hot cocoa at home that tastes like you got it at a really fancy restaurant. Take a look.
So it's officially hot cocoa season, and you can totally upgrade your usual hot cocoa, flavor-wise and nutrition-wise, by skipping those kind of powdery sweet packets and making yours from scratch with real cocoa powder, any kind of milk you like, and just a touch of sweetener. Sometimes I even use maple syrup, which is wonderful in hot cocoa. And then you can really play with the flavors. Try putting some sliced ginger in there as you simmer the milk and cocoa together. Or maybe a little bit of peppermint oil and a peppermint stick. Or you could kind of go with like a Mexican flavor profile with a pinch of cayenne, a little cinnamon. There's lots of wonderful hot cocoa options.
So, oh my goodness, I can almost smell it.
Oh, all right. Well, I have my own hot cocoa blend that everyone will love, and you can put them in little jars and give them as gifts to your friends and family and neighbors.
Awesome.
All you have to do is take some chocolate chips, whatever type of chocolate chips you like, put them in a food processor, a little bit or a lot bit of cocoa powder, just like that. You add some sugar, you add a little bit of salt, some powdered vanilla, and some, I have malted milk powder here, but you could use just regular milk powder, and you just buzz it. You blend it, and it all comes together so quickly. Did you see that? Did you see how easy that was?
Yeah.
Now here we go, watch. Comes together so quickly, and you have your own hot cocoa.
So my question
just
is,
like that.
once you
I
have
put it
this
in here.
awesome mix, which is just
Look at
packed with so many good things in there, like what's the ratio with warm milk? How do you mix it together?
All right, so then you add 6 ounces of warm milk. You warm up some milk, 2 tablespoons of your hot cocoa powder, or, you know, if you want it more decadent, add more. You whisk it together really quickly, just like this, until it comes together really beautifully. And you can add marshmallows and all kinds of things to this. I promise you, the kids will love this, big kids and little kids alike.
And I love that you know exactly what went into it. You know what I mean? No surprises. Oh my goodness, look at that.
And you know what, Cameron? You
I'm
could even
starting to
use
smell it.
coconut milk if you wanted.
Well, yeah, thank you, Deb. I think
That's
I
for
will.
you.
Go ahead and pour me a glass of that.
Okay.
Everybody at home, you can visit hallmarkchannel.com for all these great recipes.